Hello, good afternoon. It's a beautiful afternoon in the city of Dallas, Texas. I hope that all of you are doing well. Can you please let me know where you are watching this conversation from? What part of the world are you in? Where are you watching this conversation from? What country are you listening to me from? Today's conversation is titled How to Be Vulnerable on Stage. How to be vulnerable on stage. So, talk to me. Where are you listening to me from? Where are you watching from? India. Where else? Please talk to me. Portugal is here. So there's India, there's Portugal, there's Nigeria. I'm representing the US. So we have 4 countries. Where are you watching from? Canada is here. Canada, India, Portugal, Nigeria, USA. Yes, the conqueror, the emperor, the lion is here. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, so we have 5 countries. We have Nigeria, we have India, we have Portugal, we have Canada, US, that's 6. And then we have Cape Town, 7. We have Germany, 8. 8, 8, 8. We have 8 countries already. South Africa is the 9th one. Do we have United Kingdom in the house? There are 9 countries in the house already. 9 countries in the house. Welcome. Today's conversation is titled How to Be Vulnerable on Stage. How to be vulnerable on stage. And it's the Naked and Afraid show. I beg your pardon, Naked and Afraid show. UK is in the house. That is the 9th country. It is the Naked and Afraid show. We gather every Friday at this time, 2:30 p.m. CST and 8:30 p.m. West African time. We didn't meet twice because of the political atmosphere in the country. But here we are today talking about how to be vulnerable on stage. One of the reasons why vulnerability on stage is important is when people gather to listen to you, they want to listen to you. They don't want to listen to your mask. They don't want to listen to your projection. They don't want to listen to who you think you would become. They want to know who you presently are and where you are coming from. It is crucial for people to understand your path, to understand your story, and to see the human in your story. It is crucial for people to see the human in your story. It is crucial for your listeners and audience to be able to connect with you. So if you're a teacher, a trainer, consultant, speaker, coach, therapist, anything, one of the reasons why people show up to consult with you or to be there with you or anything is that they want to meet with your soul. Because I have observed that sometimes we package, sometimes we pretend, like we just want people to see us in a particular way. And that's not the reason why people are there. People want to be able to feel you. People want to be able to say, no matter what I'm going through, no matter what I'm dealing with, this person understands. This person has been there before, just in case they have, or I will not be judged or condemned, nothing. One of the reasons why people try not to be vulnerable is because of ego and the desire to be respected. But they will respect you more when they see the real you. Thank you, Humza. They will respect you more when they see the real you. Even when you write on social media, let people be able to feel you. Let them be able to touch you. Let them be able to connect with you. People need more vulnerable, truthful, and real people, not people who just package. So for example, if you're a member of my email list, which is the Fluffy Life Club, My email list is called the Fluffy Life Club, and you can join via the link in my bio on Instagram right now. One thing that I say to the members of my email list, especially the paid subscribers, so if you're not a paid subscriber, our next meeting is actually on Sunday, but it is strictly for paid subscribers. So to join, just click my email list and click to subscribe. That's to pay to subscribe. There's the monthly and annual subscription, and then you will be part of the party on Sunday. And one important thing that I say to my people via email or during our Zoom conversations is the truth and nothing but the truth. The truth about my struggles, about what I'm dealing with, what I have been dealing with, like the truth about my life that I choose not to write on social media or on Instagram. I say the truth and nothing but the truth, and I'm extremely fearless when I say it. It is my story and I own it. Even things that people don't like, and when I say what people don't like what I have been through, what some people will say, I don't want people to know this or know that, this and that. I say the truth. Like, I ensure that I am as real and as authentic as possible, because people want to connect with the truth. They want to connect with another human, not a silhouette, not a mask, not someone that is plastic. There must be vulnerability on stage, whether as a teacher, preacher, consultant, trainer, coach, anything that you are, there must be vulnerability on stage. No matter what you do for a living, people must be able to connect, touch, and feel the real you. They must be able to feel that you cry. They must be able to feel that you laugh. They must be able to understand your journey. When I write nothing but the truth. When I speak, I say nothing but the truth. I have no secrets, and I'm not interested in anybody respecting, worshiping, reverencing, all of those things. No, I'm not interested in them at all. I just want to say the truth. If you're not comfortable sharing your truth, then there would be a barrier between you and the people that you're talking to. In the presence of rapport, miracles happen. In the presence of rapport, miracles happen. Rapport during sales, rapport during marketing, rapport during coaching, rapport during teaching, anything. No matter what you're selling and who you're selling it to, people just want to see the real you. People like people they can connect with. People like people who are like them. People like real people. They just want to know that there's no air of superiority. There's no superiority complex. They are able to say this person is the real deal. This person is black and white. So even in your parenting, vulnerability is key. We should stop telling our children that, when I was in school, I came first. Almost every parent came first in school. And we're like, that's definitely not true. So some people are lying. There should be vulnerability in relationships. Enough for gentlemen saying, you know what, I don't want to cry. Men don't cry. I'm expected to hold it up. I'm expected to do this. I'm expected to do that. Men cry. Your creator cried. So we're talking about vulnerability on stage and the importance of vulnerability. When you're writing on social media, creating content, teaching, anywhere that you are showing up is your stage. People want you to own your truth. They want you to own your story. If you can't own your truth or own your story, then you need to book a therapy session with a therapist. It costs money. Go for it. Do yourself that favor where you are stripping your soul of every package. Leaders must be real. Leaders must be vulnerable. Leaders must be truthful. Once people can connect with you, it's going to become some form of emotional war. once there's a barrier. So ladies, I'm sure you understand this. Imagine a gentleman asking you out and then you can't even feel him. You know, he's just always acting like a robot. How can you fall in love with a robot? And it's vice versa. Some ladies do that also. Even the guy can fall in love with you because he can't even relate with you. He can't reach you. He doesn't even understand you. He just looks like you are plastic. Lovers want to feel, to touch, to hear, and to understand that there's somebody in my corner. Children want to feel their parents. They want to say, oh, mommy, I messed up. And while you're correcting them, you're still correcting them in love. Friends want to feel each other or themselves. Vulnerability on stage is so important because we have packaged so much. Some men are scared of being vulnerable. They can't remember the last time they were vulnerable, especially because the last time they were vulnerable, someone broke their heart. So they have sellotaped and taped the heart somewhere, and now they are reaching out to people, working with people, dealing with people based on their head, not with their heart. So now they are playing gymnastics in friendships and relationships. The friendships and relationships are transactional. They're just there, but they're not there. Do you understand? Some of us are in friendships and in relationships where, but not there. And we can't afford to keep doing that because there must be vulnerability on stage. As a leader, people must be able to connect with you. They must see you laugh. They must see you cry. They must see your struggles. They must see your process. And when I say your struggles, I don't mean bring your entire life on social media or on stage. No, but they must know when you have issues. You can also just give them the testimonies and testimonies and testimonies, and there's no time that you messed up. It's not possible. There's no time that you were disappointed. There's no time you were unhappy. There's no time you felt like giving up. There was no time you questioned God. There was no time you said, you know what, hell no, I am just tired. There was no time. There must be vulnerability on stage. If you are a Christian and you are not married yet, then one of the questions that I ask people is, how are you dealing with your sexual energy? People say to me, oh, I pray, I jog, I'm under the shower. I'm just smiling because I'm wondering, so who watches porn? Who masturbates? Who is having sex? Like, who is doing all of that? If all of us are praying and fasting and jumping into the shower or going to the gym, who is doing the remaining? Who buys sex toys? Who is doing every other thing? And this truth must be shared. Singles must know that if they're not going to have sex, what must they do? So vulnerability on stage is extremely important. Even in your office, it's not every time that you apply for a grant, you get the grant, or you apply for a scholarship, you get the scholarship, you apply for a visa, you get the visa. No. Sometimes when I feel down, I make it a point of duty to ensure that I let people know, not because I just want them to know. I just want them to know that it is not every time that I'm in the mood also. It is not every time that I'm happy. It is not every time that I'm an emotions doctor. It is not every time that I get it right. I mess up. I make mistakes. I apologize. Sometimes I don't feel like apologizing. Then I go back to do the damn apology. Sometimes I don't apologize at all. You know, like I say the truth. And that is why for someone like me, I come up to say, I'm not your role model. I'm not your mentor. Whatever you're doing it for yourself. There must be vulnerability on stage. We must have leaders and people who are not afraid to share their process. Sometimes you ask a billionaire, can you tell us how you made your wealth? And they're just like, oh, it was grace. Yeah, so apart from the grace, what did you do? What products and services are you selling? Who did you have to sell that to? Thank you, Mr. Steve Harris. Who did you have to sell that to? What did you have to do? What connections did you have to, engage with? What platforms did you have to join? What associations did you have to join? Who did you have to call? How did you deal with your first rejection? How are you dealing with multiple rejections? How are you dealing with those downtimes when you have all the strategy, but the strategy is not strategizing, and you're crying and you're disappointed and you're sad? We need those stories. We need the stories of joy and the embarrassment. We need the stories around delivery and miscarriages. We need the stories around giving birth and all of that put together. Those are the experiences that make us human. Yes, we need those stories. So if you're listening to me today and you're part of the packaging industry, you're part of the people who layer up like an onion. You know, onions have layers that we have to keep trying to discover you like we're watching a Discovery Channel. No. In the presence of rapport, everything happens. You have to break down your wall. You have to be real and truthful. Tell us about when you're broke. Don't just tell us now that you have money. And then don't pretend that you have money if you don't have money. It is okay to be broke now, because in the next 2 hours you may be wealthy. It just needs a phone call, a text message, an email, whatever, for a breakthrough to come in. Let us know when you're crying. Let us know when those things happen. Don't just tell us about all the good things, because that's the reason why some people are depressed. They come on Instagram, they see everything going on, and they're like, wow, what am I doing with my life? And then they go on LinkedIn. Everybody on LinkedIn is successful. Everybody is getting promoted. Everybody is getting into fellowships. Everybody is getting awards. Like, LinkedIn just makes you feel, sometimes it just makes them feel like, you know what, they're not doing anything with their lives. And then they go on Twitter, people are doing stuff. You go on YouTube, people are cashing out on YouTube. YouTube is like oil money. You put content, get millions of views, get thousands of dollars. Those things are there. But some people are wondering, I've been doing this for a long time. It's not cracking for me. I'm not finding a way around it. What exactly is going on with me? That is the reason why some other people must come out to say, you know what, there was a time I couldn't afford to take a picture on my birthday. There was a time I couldn't afford to have a birthday party for my child. But now, I did this, I did that. I sold this product, I sold this service, I marketed it like this, I advertised it like this. They are giving us an idea of their systems and structures to wealth, to breakthrough, to prosperity, to whatever it is. Dear men, we have to be vulnerable in relationships. This touch not my anointed that some men do in relationships where you don't want anybody to see through, and somebody is saying, thank you for buying the badge, Akinola. Somebody is saying, I don't want them to see me finish. They will see you finish. There's nothing you can do. They will see you finish. People who love you will see you finish. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. It is their responsibility to keep loving you after they see finish. And it is your responsibility to keep growing. We just can't keep masking. Everybody is successful. It's the same way. It just looks like everybody is good. If we all claim that everybody is good, then who exactly is deploying evil? Who are the people who go behind other people to gossip, to slander, to defame, to do this, to do that? Almost every Christian I meet say to me that, they're not having sex. Some actually say the truth, I must say that. But, a good number of them, they're not having sex. When they're feeling horny, they just go have a shower or they jump in the gym. And I'm like, are you serious right now? The sex toy industry is booming. The porn industry is the #1 industry in the world, I think, apart from tech or something like that. And then there's the masturbation. Like, what is going on? Who is watching porn? Who is masturbating? Who is buying sex toys? If all of us are locking up, then who is opening shop? Do you understand? We can't continue like that. There must be vulnerability on stage. Help me tell your neighbor, say to your neighbor, from today I am going to be real. Say to your neighbor, from today, I am going to be real. Say to your neighbor, from today, I am going to be real. Stop packaging your story. People want to listen to you real, raw, and vulnerable. Let them know when you used to be crazy. You know, I was saying something to somebody. I said, you know, a while ago, years ago, if you bring peace to me and joy, peace and joy to day ground. Anything you give me day, peace and joy is on the ground. If you bring wala day for you, anything you serve, we get buffet, press down, shake it together, run you over. Do you understand? Anything you bring, we have it. Ask and it shall be given unto thou. If you bring romance, we give you romance. If you bring love, we love you. If you bring respect, we respect you. Do you understand? Anything you bring, we have. Anything you bring, we have. You know, and this is me being real, talking about my story from a retired nuisance to the emotions doctor, letting people know that there are times when your trigger is triggered. You are upset, you are angry. Sometimes you actually mess it all up, you know, go overboard. And it is not because you're not a good person. It is not because you're not emotionally intelligent. It just simply means that you're human. I'm not now saying that it's every day that you are running mad. It's not that kind of gospel I'm preaching. Hell no. I'm talking about sometimes when we just go off board, we give a piece of our mind, or maybe we even give all of our mind and become mindless, you know, and just become like an emotional real estate. We just give it all, you know. It happens sometimes, and it doesn't mean that you are not a good person or a kind person or you are not emotionally intelligent. It just simply means that you're human. Human make mistakes. The best of us is 7/10. The best of us is 7/10. So why are we pretending on social media like we're 10/10? Why are we pretending at work that we're 10/10? Why are you pretending to your partner? Some people are broke and broken, and their partners don't know because they don't want to disappoint them. They don't want to feel disrespected. Are you serious? The one that you go down on is the one that you're saying shouldn't disrespect you. Do you even understand what you are saying at all? That one that you are going down on to give head is the one that you're saying, I don't want my wife or my husband to disrespect me. I don't want them to see me finish. You don't want them to see you finish. Haven't they seen you finish? Haven't they seen you finish that you are telling me that you don't want them to see you finish? If your partner doesn't see you finish, who will see you finish? Is it me? Let's stop all of this packaging. There must be realness on stage. There must be the truth on stage. You know the reason why? It is the truth that will set people free. Packaging does not set people free. Branding does not set people free. Pressing down stories, creating stories, and telling lies does not set people free. It is the truth, the unpackaged, vulnerable truth that sets people free. Make it a habit of saying the truth. Make it a habit of being vulnerable. Let people know how you feel. Sometimes you feel good, sometimes you don't feel too good. Sometimes you feel happy and excited, sometimes you don't feel too happy and excited. Sometimes you're bubbling, other times you're not bubbling. We have our periods, we have our time frames. Ladies even have their hormonal changes and all of those things. It is emotionally fraudulent to act like you have it all together every time. You do not have it all together. I do not have it all together. Sometimes I am swinging and winging it daily. Somebody said something to me that, you know, it just looks like, you know, you have it all together. You know your plans in the next 2 years, what you will be doing. I say, who told you that one? You know, from what we saw on social media, I say, I don't have all my plans. So I said, my plan really in life is not to work. My long-term goal is to be a rich wife. A rich wife. Do you understand? That's my long-term goal. To be a rich wife. I don't have it all together. Sometimes I don't really know what I'm doing, but I keep doing it till it becomes clearer. Sometimes I'm just winging it. And sometimes I know what I'm doing. But I don't know what I'm doing every time. I'm not God. Do you worship me? Do you sing for me? Do you say, "Idi way make a miracle worker"? Do you worship me? Do you reverence me? I don't have it all together. I wing it. I know sometimes. Some other times I don't know. Some other times I feel like working. Some other times I don't feel like working. Some other times I have a lot of money. Some other times I don't have a lot of money. Sometimes I work with emotional intelligence most of the time. Some other times I mess it all up. I go back to apologize. That is the human frame. That is the human frame. That's what it is to be human. Humanity is tied to respect. Humanity is tied to messing up. Humanity is tied to making mistakes. So, step down and come down from the pedestal you put yourself. It is the reason why you're stressing yourself. You want people to feel that you have it all together. Your marriage is perfect. Your parenting is perfect. Your bank account is perfect. Your health is perfect. Spirituality perfect. Emotional intelligence perfect. Every area of your life perfect. You know they tire you. King of perfection. It is the reason why you feel anxious, because you have to keep pretending and faking it. Are you not tired of making it look like spiritually you're perfect? Are you not tired of making it look like emotionally you're perfect? Financially you're perfect? I'm not saying keep making errors intentionally. No, I am just saying come down from the pedestal you put yourself. Come down from the I am that you put on yourself. Come down from the lack of invincibility that you put yourself in. Fall if you have to fall. Cry if you have to cry. Weep if you have to weep. But dust yourself all over again and get the job done. And if you don't want to get the job done, go sleep, eat a meal, watch a movie. Then the next day, continue. There must be vulnerability on stage. You must be vulnerable as a friend. You must be vulnerable as a lover. You must be vulnerable as a boss. You must be vulnerable as an employee. You must be vulnerable at every point in time. Why are you masking? Are you a fondant cake? Are you a fondant cake? Do you know what happens to fondant cakes? They break. You know, they have to break them. If life breaks you, you will turn into marshmallow, like you will just turn into pieces. Take it easy on your soul. You look prettier and sexier when you are vulnerable. Do you understand? You look very relatable when you're vulnerable. Good evening, everyone, all the awesome souls joining. We're talking about vulnerability on stage and we're about to end. Singles, take it easy on yourself. That's your boyfriend. Not every time you'll be speaking in tongues every time. It's okay to pray. But you know you are very funny. Any little things, let's study scripture. Study the scripture. Sometimes watch a movie. Sometimes hug. Like just hug. I'm not saying have sex. Now I'm business with that. Hug. Real hug. There's a part of you that desires to be hugged and felt. Let them squeeze you. Let them press you well. Take it easy. Your soul needs a hug. You just survived a pandemic and inflation, bad leadership, natural disasters, everything. Come on, call a hug. Come on to me. All those that are heavy laden. Hugs reduces pressure. Instead of we watching porn to reduce the pressure and reduce the uptightness, come on, call a hug. Come, move closer. Call a hug. Let them peck you. When say Becky is a sin, heavenly janitor. Becky is a sin. Are you serious? My friend, go on, let them peck you. Go, let them peck you. Back away. Let them even kiss yourself. If you are single, you can now know. Let them kiss you. Do you understand? Let them reduce all these heavenly, earthly distractions. Do you understand? Let them just help your brain to be balanced. You are going through a lot. You deserve to be loved. That's why I said that you should come closer. You are going through a lot. See everything you are carrying on your head. God cannot ever help you carry anyone because you have carried it all. Yes, I will save it on my Instagram page and on YouTube page. My YouTube handle is @emotionsdoctor. Please go and subscribe and be watching the videos. Please subscribe to my YouTube handle @emotionsdoctor. Just subscribe. Just love me with it. That's my own love. Do you understand? We're talking about vulnerability on stage. I'm not packaging for you. Help me to subscribe. It is at Emotions Doctor. Watch the video so that one day they will be paying me big money. I'll be using the money for my fluffy life to go on cruise, to be on a private yacht, you know, just on an island where I will forget myself. Do you understand? It's vulnerability on stage. Please go and help me to like and subscribe on my YouTube page at Emotions Doctor. Just be subscribing anywhere you see me. Just dash me subscription, be watching anything. Just romance me digitally. Some of you are carrying the world on your shoulder. Why? If you have carried the world on your shoulder now, which one will God help you carry? You have carried your children, you have carried your husband, you have carried your siblings, you have carried your entire department, you have carried your spiritual department apart from work. You have carried everything. You're everybody's prayer warrior, you're everybody's accountability partner, you're everybody's worship leader. Everybody depends on you. Which one is God doing for you? You are going through a lot, and a lot is going through you. Take it easy. Let's stop packaging. You know, there was one time that I was doing skincare and I came out looking like Madam Koi Koi. And it was very intentional. I just needed people to see that it's not every time we are looking all cool and collected. Sometimes we just give you another form so that you will take it easy. It's not every time. It's not every time we have to be doing it. Thank you, Jacobson, for subscribing. See, good people are subscribing. Please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Emotions Doctor. And then we have a Fluffy Life party on Sunday, our first party ever. And people are joining from everywhere in the world. If you are a member of Fluffy Life Club, you should be in that party. How will you be in that party? Join my email list via the link in bio. But don't stop there, because if you just join, you will not get the link. You have to be a paid subscriber. It's just $8. And you can subscribe just once and unsubscribe after. It's not a big deal. But I want to see you at the party. You should be able to pay $8 now. So you even paid for annual fee. Annual is $78. I'm not even saying you should pay for $78. Some of you are even like $7 million. People have a lot of money. But I need to see you at the party. Join the paid subscribers of Fluffy Life Club. Just join via the link in bio. Our party is on Sunday, our first party ever, and people are joining from across the world. If you are single, you should be there. Your husband may be there now. Men, come and marry good women. Don't go and marry women that will change it for you when after you have married them. People who follow me in Fluffy Life, the Holy Spirit is hovering upon them. Do you understand? Come and marry women, good women, not witches who will be pressing you at night. Good men. If you know that the spirit of cheating is upon you, don't come. Just go with your village people. Go and carry your wallet away. If you are a good man, you should join Fluffy Life Club. Be a paid subscriber. Come to the party. If you are single, attend the party. Your husband may be coming for the party. People have prayed and fasted and fasted and fasted and fasted. Your account on Instagram is private. You will not go out. Join Fluffy Life paid subscriber. You will not join. But you want to marry. Do you want to marry an armed robber? Are you expecting your husband to break him? Are you expecting him to break your roof and enter? If a thief enters your house, will you marry him? Singles, you know, I've told you people that I'm helping people, I'm matchmaking people digitally. Come and join paid subscribers for Fluffy Life Club. Come and attend meeting. Your husband may be there, your wife may be there. Do you understand? And we're going to be talking about how to love, heal, and be vulnerable again. Because some of us were cheated on in our first marriages. Some of us were cheated on in our relationships. Some of us went through emotional violence, emotional abuse. Some of us actually went through life. Life went through us, and then our bandwidth for trust got broken, and we haven't been able to open ourselves up again and love again. We're going to be having that confidential discussion on Sunday. To join the paid subscribers. Don't just join the email list. You have to pay just $8 to join. And then you can do the annual fee, which is cheaper than monthly fee. You know, annual fee, join so that you can be part of the conversation on Sunday. If you're tired of being tired, I hope that you have paid to join the conversation on Sunday. I already sent out the Zoom link. To everybody. I'm going to resend the link tomorrow. So that's midnight today. So if you haven't joined the paid subscribers, go for it right now. Fluffy Life Club, pay to join so that you're going to receive the link on Sunday. Vulnerability on stage. Let us remove the mask. You know, during the pandemic, we couldn't wait to remove that mask. We were putting on mask, and for some ladies, we didn't like it because our red lipstick couldn't show. Please just go to Fluffy Life Club. You're going to see everything there. Just go to Fluffy Life Club via the link in bio. Scroll down, you'll see my email list, Fluffy Life Club. When you subscribe, check out the paid subscription. You'll see the rates. Less than $10. It's just less than $10, babies. Less than $10. Do you understand? Like less than $10, billionaires like you know, go for it. So during the pandemic, we couldn't wait to remove the mask. We couldn't use our red lipsticks. It was staining our powder. Like we couldn't bring up our A game, especially for women. You know, just bring it out. You know, when you have the powder, all of those things, you're looking like a silhouette and a graven image. We couldn't do it. We couldn't wait to remove the damn mask. But you know what? That's the physical mask. So I'm here to let you know you need to remove your emotional mask. If you're a leader, we must be able to see through you. You must be transparent enough for us to be able to feel you and relate with you. You must be real. No longer lying on stage, no longer packaging on stage, no longer pretending, projecting, faking to make it. Bring your real, raw self there. Let people see the balanced you, your struggles and your triumph. Let them see what has gone wrong with you before, what you did to fix it. Yeah, married people can join. Yeah, it's for married and single people. I just always like to talk about singles because some singles don't go out. Some singles, their handles are private. Some singles are nowhere online. They're not hanging out anywhere, but they are praying and fasting for their husbands. And I keep asking them, are you waiting for your husband or wife to break in? Do you want them to break through the ceiling or break down your door to marry you? Somebody's son will find you one day where your handle is private. Come and join Fluffy Life paid subscriber so that you will marry a good woman or a good man. You will not join. One day I will come online and I will do giveaway for men and women, single men and women. Buy one, get one free. I'm going to give you people out. I'm just going to be mentioning your names and say, this person is single, go and marry this person. This person is single. In fact, I will be joining you people. Because you people say that I will not be a chairman or chairwoman on your wedding day. You are joking. You know how I'm going to dance in Otaleno with Ishegun Johnson? Yes. So go and join peacefully before we turn it to violence, where I'm going to give you people away as you are betrothed. Like I'll be mentioning your names like this and say, Florence, you are single. Kunle, oh yeah, go and marry Florence. That's how we'll be joining people now. Because people are delaying a lot of things that are supposed to happen. Go and join, give away. So I will see you on Sunday if you're part of the paid subscribers for the Fluffy Life Club. Don't just subscribe. You have to pay to receive the link so that we can separate the wheat from the shaft. You have to pay to receive the link. What that means is we have to know who wants to be there and not. So it's not that, oh, yeah. Your personal page is on private, but you are single. It's me you are doing. Well done. It's me you are doing. They will soon give you away the way you are going. You will just see that they will post your number somewhere and say people should come and buy iPhone 16 and it's your number for 50,000. They will call you till they almost call you to glory. That's when you will go and put from private to public. So, vulnerability on stage, thank you so much for joining. This will be on replay. And like we all agreed, from today, we are going to be real and vulnerable. We are going to be transparent. We are going to take off the mask. We are going to be truthful, and we are going to be relatable. Let's stop pretending like we all have it all together. Let us stop pretending. To join the first party at the Fluffy Life Club. Please click the link in my bio. When you click the link in my bio, scroll to Fluffy Life Club. When you subscribe, don't stop there. If you stop there, you will not be able to join. You have to be a paid subscriber to join the party. Only then will you receive the, what's it called? Only then will you receive the access code. I have said this like 40 kilo shele gongono. People should listen now. To join the first party called the Fluffy Life Club Party, please go to my link in bio. Then please scroll. You will see the Fluffy Life Club. Then subscribe. But do not stop at just subscribing. If you just subscribe, you ain't gonna get the link. The link is paid for. So you must be a paid subscriber to receive the link. Get it? Namaste. So I'll see you next week Friday. Next week Friday is going to be very hot because I will be preaching. Next week Friday is dedicated to God, and I will be talking about emotional healing for African Christians. Emotional healing for African Christians. So make it a date. Emotional healing for African Christians. Next week Friday at the Naked and Afraid show, we'll be talking about emotional healing for African Christians. 2:30 p.m. CST, 8:30 p.m. West African time. I will see you on Sunday at the Fluffy Life Party. Register through my link in bio. Subscribe through my link in bio. But do not just subscribe, be a paid subscriber. T-Pumps, if you don't join the Fluffy Life Party, don't come on Friday. Yes, don't come. Don't come. Who again? See you at the Fluffy Life Party. And then I will see you next week Friday. Enjoy your life. I love you. I'm rooting for you. And remember to be truthful, to be vulnerable, and to be yourself. Bring yourself on stage. Take off the